What is up, guys? I thought I'd take a break from Call of Duty to show you a world I've been working on for the better part of the 2 years. Not just working straight, but, uh, off and on. You get bored with projects sometimes, and sometimes you get inspired again and want to do it. So, there's just some redstone shit I was working on. This is a super flat world, a custom super flat that I made when PS4 was not part of Bedrock. Um, so since Bedrock has come in, it's made it a lot easier. I've been able to build this stuff. It's gonna be like plain plateaus when I'm done with it. Now most of this shit I've worked on, like that over there, this ocean, at least making the hole for the ocean. I worked on all that without commands, so I had to build it block by block. See, that's the part about ADD that no one really talks about. You get distracted a lot when it's something that's not on your mind, but when it's something you like, you get sucked into it and you can't stop sometimes. So this is, fuck, how deep is this? It starts at Y83 and goes down to the deepest part, at least, is what I'm testing in here. Goes down to Y33. So that's 50 blocks deep ocean. Now I did fuck up for a couple reasons. By making this world a desert, as like I chose the desert as the biome for the whole world because I figured sand desert made sense. Did not think about what the color of the water would be, the fact that I can't place snow anywhere. I can place snow blocks like that, but you can't place snow anywhere else because it melts. You can't have snow golems because they melt. I think you're able to do it in the end, so that might be my workaround, is to put snow golems in the end so you can still make snow. But these mountains right here, these three, the two with snow and this one, I built them block by block. I placed every single block. It took a long ass time. Made a little village here. I like this little waterfall thing I made. It starts at the top and comes down, goes through here and into this little shrine thing. I thought it looked cool. I made this as soon as the ocean update, aquatic update or whatever came out, and you were able to like waterlog slabs and stairs. So I was like, oh cool, I'll make a nice design, make it look pretty cool. Now I did have a gondola that went from here. It's just like what the fuck is it? Redstone machines that like push each other. Fuck, I know as soon as I stop talking about it, I'm gonna think of the word. But it went from there to this tree over here. And then PlayStation joined Bedrock, and it fucked everything up because Bedrock's redstone mechanics are some shit. Now, all the like different canyon areas, that was my whole inspiration, was this whole world was going to be a canyon. All these little paths through here I made by hand by going down. I think there's like, fuck, I'll check it out right now actually. Let's see, I think this hole over here works. That little long line was made by me spawning an ender dragon in and not thinking about him breaking blocks. Alright, so 83 is where you start. You come down here, right there. So 36. So what? 43 block? Or no, 47 blocks. So there's 47 blocks of different layers of sand, concrete powder, red sand, all types, like anything that has gravity besides gravel, because fuck gravel, honestly. I would go down and I'd make like a big circle at the layer where the first layer, you're under the first layer of clay, because that's the only block that didn't have gravity, and I'd make a big circle and I'd fill it up with TNT, ignite it, fly away, let it do its thing, generate, because if you stand there it takes forever and it lags the whole game. And then I'd fly back and smooth the ground out, make the edges a little cleaner. I haven't done much of that, obviously. This dam right here was built before the ocean. My idea when I built the dam was I was gonna have a big river that flowed through here, and then I was like, well, I kind of like oceans. I want a big ocean, and then I made this circle right here, and said, you know what, it's not big enough. I made another one right there, and said, it looks weird with just two like this. I'll make another one right there and make it, look a little more natural. And so the dam was built first, and then actually that pond down there was the first thing in this area. And then I decided to connect it to, or I just decided to blow up an area from here, make a nice little water area. And I made, this is probably my favorite area, the thing I think looks the nicest. And I have this little path that goes up here. It doesn't lead to anything, at least not yet. It just, goes up here and you can follow the water down. I need to fix that. But the water goes right here and flows that way and that way. Has this little island area in the middle. I made these two things, these two mountains by hand, made that mountain by hand. Now this area right here, I did use commands to clear out, but it doesn't look as natural. Not that that looks overwhelmingly natural. It's just, you can kind of tell it's a square. And I cleared out this whole big square, and I decided I wanted to experiment with a couple different blocks, make new biomes. That looked good as a small version, and I'm not too impressed with the final product. Maybe if I just like over there, how I fixed made the walls stone. If I did something like that over here with end stone and sand, like white sand, not the red sand, it might look better, but I might just end up destroying it and putting something else there. I have this little pirate ship I thought looked cool. After I decided that I was building an ocean right there that was going to be at the same level as the top layer of sand, I decided that it would be cool to think about things that could happen before the dam was there. Like the whole area could have been flooded up to the top, and there would have been ships there. I figured it'd be cool if I had like a ship that would crash, and then after the water level sunk, it just stayed up here. I have skeleton spawners in here, a couple type of skeleton spawners. These little cool. So I went to Puerto Rico, went on a cruise to a couple of islands like St. Thomas, St. Martin, Barbados, St. Croix, St. Lucia, a bunch of them, and that was something I noticed. There were rocks on the side that had like little pools of water in them, so it looked cool. Now I made over here this, so this was blocked off and just sand. There's nothing, no path right here, and I just had like this little water thing, and it was actually one level lower than it is right now, and didn't think about it. And after I made that path that goes over to the jungle area from the dam with water in it, I was like, oh, it'd be cool to connect it and be like, okay, that's where all the water in the map comes from. And I didn't think about the level of water. So like I said, it was one lower, and it looked a little better when it was one lower. And then when I connected it, I realized, like, shit, the level's too different. So two blocks off, so I had to fill this up with one, and then have halfway down the river it looked like it just, small waterfall. I was thinking about putting like rocks there so it looked a little more natural, but I'll get into a project like this mountain right here. I'll get really into it one day, and I'll work on it for like an hour or two. Maybe not that long, but for a good little bit of time, good little chunk. And then I'll get bored with it, and then I won't touch it for a month. Like, I'll get back on the world and work on other stuff, but I won't feel like touching it. Like right now, I'm like, fuck that, I don't want to do it. But this took a good chunk of time. I had this area set up like the end sort of. Figured I got made like a dragon out of bone blocks. Thought that looked kind of cool, but then when my friends joined the world, they're like, what the fuck is that? And I told them, they're like, no, that's not a dragon, that's just a fucking mess. But I'm gonna keep it there, because you know what, good times, good memories. I gotta finish destroying all this. Like I said, bedrocks, redstone is some shit. I had these aqueducts. I do want to change them because I don't like exactly how they are now. I like the idea of aqueducts, but I don't like how these ones look. I do want it to be sandstone, but I need to make them look a little better. So I was watching Star Wars. I got inspired. This is another thing. Got inspired to make like Luke Skywalker's home, the Lars moisture farm, I think it's called. And I was like, I want to make it like bigger. Have a bunch of houses in it. So right now they're just all facade. There's nothing really in it. Like, I haven't actually gone into it. A couple of them have like walls and stuff, and they're done, but the other ones, like this one, there's just sand behind it. So I need to finish that. I need to do something over here. What was I doing? Oh, this was gonna be a minecart, a train station. I think that's what I was going for there. Like I said, just like with that mountain, I got tired of doing it, so I've done other stuff. I think this is the newest path I made, was from here to here after I built the thing. But I thought it was cool, Sand looks like Tatooine. Blowing all that shit up. That's why all the sand's everywhere, because the physics of sand, when it falls, something blows up near it, like go flying. Shit, is that everything? I don't know. It might be everything. Oh wait, I think there's a couple little things I can still show you. This is another just path I don't know what to do with yet. Now the cool thing about when I made this world is, even though it was flat, it's areas like this where caves were underneath would form and the sand would fall into it, and you get areas like this, and that worked really well for the ocean, because any caves like that on the sides of the ocean, I turned into like little river. Like that looks like a little bit of a mess, but like that looks cool. That looks more like a river. Over there, it looks more like a river. This is pretty cool. Like I said, I'm doing plateaus right there. I think that's where I started. If I started that, means the other thing I need to show you is over there too, I think. Yeah, because that's there. A couple years ago when I first started playing Minecraft, my mom... Actually, no, a couple years after I first started playing Minecraft, my mom, after years of seeing it and saying, that game looks so weird, so boring, why do you play it? She decided to give it a try and got sucked into it for a couple months, played it, and joined the world and built that. So I don't want to delete it, because even though it doesn't really match the stuff around it, I'm going to figure out a way to blend it in. I'm probably going to... I got to fix the water, though, because, man, she just put a layer of stone there, and I cannot stand when there's just stuff like this, like under, like you just cover stuff up. I've done it occasionally, but I don't usually do it. These are a bunch of tests to figure out workarounds for the flying machines, or redstone flying machines. I think that's what it's called. Simple fucking name. I couldn't remember if that is what it was called. I was trying different workarounds. I can get it to go in one direction. I just can't figure out how to make, like, you have to break all the pistons, and you have to use a combination of sticky pistons and regular pistons, where on Java you just use sticky pistons and it works. So if you use regular pistons, the way that the regular piston is pushing is the way it'll go. But like I said, you'd have to, after it gets to its destination, you have to break the pistons and then replace them the opposite way. Put the sticky piston where the regular piston was, put the regular piston where the sticky piston was, and then make it go again. So that's kind of some of the tests I've been working on here, how to move blocks, because I wanted it, like, at the station when it gets there, I wanted it to, the pistons to be able to, like, grab the pistons and bring them somewhere, like take the pistons somewhere, and then you'd be able to break them and put like two pistons in, like, an area that looks like, obviously not with slime blocks, but like an area that looks like kind of like this. You just like you'd be able to like put the piston in there and then press a button, and it would like you have to have two, one for a sticky piston, one for a regular. You put them in there the direction they're supposed to, and press a button, and it's supposed to replace this, and that way it'll go in the other direction. But I have a bad habit of overcomplicating things. I'm decent at redstone, but I'm nowhere near as good as some people. Like, I still don't even know how to fucking use the comparator correctly. The only thing I use it for is to tell when something's in a chest. I know there's so many other uses for it. I make things so much more complicated than they need to be. But over here, do I have a map in my inventory, actually? How do I do that? If I have a map, no, I do not have a map. I spent all that time making a map just to delete it by accident. So I know it's on the side of the map, because once it joined, PlayStation joined Bedrock, it turned this world from a small world to an infinite world, which is another thing I'm not too happy about, along with them getting rid of amplified and custom superflat worlds. But so, and the where it switched from the small world to an infinite world, it stopped generating the caves, it stopped generating cactuses, and all that kind of stuff. It stopped generating, so it's literally just flat. And I hate that so much. Like, now, no matter what I do, there's always going to be a place in my world that you can go to that it just looks terrible and flat and boring. Okay, over here, this, I'm pretty sure, is what I was trying to... Oh, wait, actually, first, there's two I still got to show people. This is one. This is one of the first things I made. I think this was actually the spawn originally, but I wanted to make like an illager village. So I have this. This is before, I think before the Ravagers came in, but I made a pen for the Ravagers, not taking into account that they're a hell of a lot bigger than most other things. But figured it looked kind of cool like this. This is the only thing I don't really like. I was going for like a weird like witch tower, and you go in here, and first you can go down here. This is where the witches spawn. It's down here, and then you climb to the top. Actually, let me check something real fast. I need to replace that with the regular fire with fire pits now that they have them. I made this little area because before this house was even here, I had this little thing through the mountain where you can see both sides, and it looked really cool. It doesn't look as cool now with that thing. That's the biggest problem I have with it, is you can see it from this side and you don't really know what it is, so it looks ugly. Like, I like my builds to be able to be recognized like almost right away, and you really can't tell if that's a house. It just looks like, I don't know, debris or something. You have to be inside this area to tell that it's any type of house, and even then it doesn't look too much like a house. Or, well, no, it looks like a house. It just looks like an ugly ass house. Fuck. Okay. So I was over there, flying this direction. This is hopefully where it is. Yes, because I was looking at that thing. My sister's also played in this world, and she made a couple of things, like that big tower over there. I mean, out of brick, she made that. But this is my most successful workaround for the redstone, and there's probably way better, way faster, way easier ways to do this, but I'm stubborn, and when I get an idea, I want to try it no matter how fucking long it's gonna take. So as you can see, there's a very long tower of redstone. It actually goes well below the surface. Let me show you. What was I doing here? I don't know. I was doing something. Okay, this is how far it goes down. So Y38, it goes almost 50 blocks below the surface. Now let me drink this. Wait. What? There's something wrong here, I think. Alright, let's hope it still works. Okay, phew. Yeah, and like I said, most successful workaround for flying machines is this slow ass elevator. And the problem with this is, I'm not sure if Java still has the same problem, but when you move when it goes up, are you kidding me? Okay, this is going too fast. Why? That means this is at a layer that I had to extend the signal. Yup. Let me see. No, there needs to be a delay to this. Oh my god, am I really gonna... Oh wait, did I fix it? I don't even know what the hell I did. See? That's why I hate redstone in Bedrock. It's fucking unpredictable, man. I bet you it's gonna stop again when it gets to the next area. I had to extend the signal. Yep, it's there right now. Like I said, what the hell? Alright, I'm gonna fucking destroy this game. I am so pissed off. I worked so long on this just for it to fucking mess up again. Oh my god. It's another reason why I go work on different projects, because projects piss me the fuck off. I am... No, I'm fucking done with this video. Have a nice day, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you have... if you have any ideas, put them in the comments. Not that many people watch anyway, because I'm out of ideas for right now. I could sit here and brainstorm, but why do that when you get people on the internet to brainstorm for you? And you guys' ideas will probably be a lot better than mine. So I guess I'll see you.